Hi, it's Mari. I'm finally back with my December daily album. And I think I left off showing you day 9 and the day 9 process. So I'm going to pick it up at day 10. And what I am going to tell you is that I did not record any of the process for days 10 through 18. I'm probably not going to record the process anymore in the album. Just because I don't think I'm gonna have time to do that. So what I'm going to do is do it as a share instead, which I think, it's pretty an effective way of sharing it. I'm just going to turn my music down. Just hang on. And just because I think that you have a really good idea of what I did here, especially if you've watched the first 9 videos, you kind of get a sense of how I'm putting the album together and some of the same processes. It's basically all the same kinds of things that I'm doing in the album. So once again, I'm still going with the prompts. I've used prompts throughout the whole book instead of, this is what we did on December 10th, for example. It's all prompts. So the prompt for day 10 is movies and Christmas movies. And so what I'm journaling about here is just how, watching movies when the family is home is one of the ways that we relax and we spend time together. And it seems like we're all pretty tired and burnt out, so to speak, for the holidays sometimes, because you work really, really hard up until that break, and then it's time for some rest. So one of the ways that we get that rest is by watching movies. So one of our favorites, definitely the Home Alone series. What I did here is I just put a picture of Kevin. I just spelled Kevin here using the off-white, and because this spread is off-white, kind of cream, green and gold and red. So, and then here I have that's Clark Griswold from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, which is probably our all-time favorite. We've been watching that movie probably since the kids were old enough to watch it. It's not appropriate, obviously, for small kids. So this one, you can see I've used some cream color paper with some little Christmas trees on it, gold accents, some of the Chamel thickers here from Christmas Magic, and I've used the vellum from Christmas Magic. A lot of the papers here and the ephemera and so on are from the Christmas Magic collection. This paper is from, I think, October Afternoon from the Silent Night collection from last Christmas. And these ephemera bits are from Chamel too. Okay, so I've just created that recipe card using, I think it's a Pebbles die on my Big Shot, and then the tab says movies, and I've used some gold and red glitter paper for accents there. So that's that one. So we've got the 8x6 on both sides. So I just did some layering and journaling, and only a couple pictures, and those pictures are just printed off of Google. So day 11 the prompt was pajamas, and my daughter, this is me, extremely short person there. I don't know how my kids got to be so tall, but obviously they have more than just my genes, clearly. Me in the middle there, this is my daughter, and this is my son's girlfriend, and the three of us all had the reindeer onesies, and so pajamas was the theme for this one. And I just have that, so red and silver and white are the color scheme here. So you can see I've just used that little reindeer puffy sticker there. Not sure what collection that comes from. Maybe Pink Fresh Studios, or I'm not sure. Anyway, that's a little sticker there, little reindeer sticker. And then the Chamel foam thickers here. And these papers are some of I think it's Brandon O'Neill from Webster's Pages, All That Glitters, maybe, from last Christmas. And I just really wanted to bring in that silver. I just cut a circle out on my silhouette here for this insert. And then I just made a V shape with some silver glitter paper, put this pattern paper over top in a V. Then I just did some stitching on there with my sewing machine using some silver thread. And then I just created this little insert, and this is for some journaling. Some of the spreads here, I've done the journaling for them already, and others I haven't done that journaling yet. I've left spots for it, and I'll go back when I'm all done the album, and I'll sit down and do that journaling then. So that's the insert. So it just says reindeer there. And then day 11, so on. Okay, day 12 on the back of that one. So day 12, I just cut out with a scallop punch circle using the silver glitter. I've got some little recollections accents here, some snowflakes, since this is kind of a snowflake themed paper. The number 12 on there for day 12. And you can see I'm trying to shorten things up a bit because you can see how thick the book is getting. Really, really super thick. So what I've decided for the rest of the book to do is try to do 2 days in one spread. So this one is day 12. The prompt here was lights. And I've just documented this light parade that the little town that I live in does every year for a Santa Claus Day. And the light parade actually comes right by our house because the street that we live on, we have quite a few seniors that can't get out. And so what they do is they actually drive by the seniors' houses as well. And it's kind of cool. We can just take pictures out our window. So I've just backed them onto some red glitter paper. Nothing too fancy here, just a little bit of journaling here. And once again, those ephemera bits, stickers stuck on there. I've used some of those clear stickers, and those were the Mambi, Me and My Big Ideas sticker booklet that I got at Michael's, and I have used this so much, like not just this year either, like this is the second year that I've used this sticker book, and they're really nice overlays over top of your picture. So I just stick those right on top of the plastic pockets. So this one just says twinkling lights here, bright twinkle lights, and the journaling is just about the parade. So that's day 12. On to day 13. Day 13, the prompt was stockings. And the pictures are of us opening our stockings here. And then so here what I did, I actually did a video. I didn't take still shots. And because I was busy taking the video, like I didn't take the time to take just still shots. So I just did screenshots of these photographs on my computer and did the best that I could to crop them. It doesn't matter so much to me that the quality of the pictures isn't like amazing. It's more important to me that that they're decent, that we can actually see what's going on. And the journaling that I'm going to do here is going to represent that. Like here's a picture of Brady opening up his Oilers clock that my husband made. And my husband has a CNC router, so he's a woodworker, and he made everybody a handmade gift. This clock that he made for Brady is an Edmonton Oilers clock that he's going to put in his man cave. And it's really nice. I've got other pictures of it, but this is just, I wanted to capture that moment when he saw that, and he was so excited. He just really loved it. And this is Paula, and she's opening her stocking there. So I'm just going to journal about what was in her stocking and just some of the comments that were made when they were opening them. It was really super cute. This is probably my favorite part of opening presents, is the stockings, because that's where all kind of the fun little trinkets are. So this is a picture of the stockings before they were stuffed with all of this stuff. And then obviously all kinds of things are put in there. So this is just a little journaling pocket that I made, and it's just really simple. All I did was I just took some paper and I just made some little folds in it and just reinforced the folds with some washi tape here and on the inside. And this is where the journaling is going to go in here. So just day 13, I just put some brads on there and then covered them with a little bit of green glitter paper, and then just some little recollections stickers. Then I just took some baker's twine that's got a little bit of a silver glittery accent to it. Just going to wind this around again and close it up. And that's where the hidden journaling will be for that layout about the stockings. So yeah, I just continued those little recollections presents stickers. And I don't have that much red and green in the album, but I wanted to use a little bit of it. I love this Stampin' Up! Vellum, foil vellum. Oh my god, it's so gorgeous. I love it. I got a little bit of green glitter going through there too, but so I don't use too much of the red and green in the book. So 14 is, I just put the number 14 on this little envelope. It's a little vellum envelope. And if you open up the envelope, there's some journaling on this little card inside. And this is just a picture of Bailey. The prompt for day 14 is the tree. This is a picture of her that I printed on my my large HP printer, in black and white. And just some other little accents here. So a little glittery tree there. You can see how I just backed it onto some foil, vellum. And then the back side of that insert, I put a little ornament on that. Same kind of ornaments as these guys. And that's Recollections too, I believe. And then I just put some vellum on there too. And then the reinforcements, which you've seen me making throughout the album. Okay, so that's day 14, the tree. Now day 15 is decorations, was the prompt for this one. And these are just a couple of my favorite decorations. So this is an ornament on my tree. It's all made out of tin. And then this is, I guess you call it a swag that I have hanging on the wall in one of the spots in my kitchen. And it's really beautiful. It's from HomeSense and it's birch bark. The poinsettias are made from birch bark. And then it's got some spruce and some other kinds of foliage there. I love it. I love that a lot. So for day 15 decorations prompt, I just picked a couple of my favorite decorations and just documented about that. And there's a little bit of journaling in this little vellum envelope again. So Christmas Magic Collection is what I used here. The vellum paper is from Stampin' Up. This little silver snowflake is from, I think, Recollections from Michaels. And I've just used some of the, some of my punches again and just put things together in that way. And I've layered the photographs. I've matted them on the Christmas Magic paper from Chamel and then onto just some glitter paper again. This insert I used a Stampin' Up punch to cut out this pattern paper from Chamel. Put the little vellum envelope on there. Adhered that all onto this silver glitter paper. Sorry if you can hear the phone ringing in the background. I think my husband's getting a phone call. And then I just have on the back side, I covered that with something that would accent this side, which is day 16. And day 16 was in the mail was the prompt. So I've left a spot for journaling underneath this little flap that I made using some washi tape. So I just took a piece of paper, just a piece of pattern paper from Chamel, rounded the corners, so it was square. I rounded the corners, taped it down with the washi, put a strip of glitter paper on there, and then there you have a flap for some journaling. And on the reverse side, day 16, like I said, this is in the mail. So I've got some little things that I got from my friend Moira in the mail. I have a picture of that here, and I'm going to journal about that under the flap. And I've also got some picture here of the Christmas gift that my sister sent to my family. So I'm going to journal about those things under that flap there. I've got the little Chamel wood button there and some more of the little Chamel ephemera pieces, the chipboard stickers. And this is just a little ephemera bit that I made using some bits and pieces. So I just took a little square piece of glitter paper, rounded the corners, made a little banner out of another pattern paper, stuck it over top, put a snowflake on there and a little Stampin' Up clip and clipped it on there. So really simple little things that you can do to embellish. You don't have to have purchased embellishments. If you have some punches or some other little ideas, little bits and pieces, you can actually jazz up your pages quite nicely. So I've layered these photos, same way that I layered the photos here, and just with some other paper, using some of the glitter paper again, and some of those stickers, some of those Mambi stickers again. And here I have the number 16 and some silver foil thickers. This is day 17, and day 17, the prompt is baking. And so I have some pictures of some of the baking that I did for Christmas and the fruitcake that Paul brought for Christmas. Fruitcake is probably one of my favorite treats at Christmas. I haven't had a whole lot of it since my mom passed away. She used to make it. I don't make it. I have her recipe, but I've never done it. I should do it. My sister does it. But anyways, Paul brought some for us, so that was super exciting, and it was delicious. So I've left a spot here for some journaling, and then I've left a spot to stick some recipes on this insert. So this is a little envelope that I created just using a square piece of paper. I scored a line on either side and made a little tab to fold in, put the adhesive on the tab, and put some adhesive at the bottom. Super simple. Use my scallop punch across the top here, and I also use a scallop punch to make a little gold trim here. These are some, oh, what are those? Studio Calico 7 paper, yeah. Alphas, love those. So, and these are some Maggie Holmes stickers from the Shine collection that I've used here and there on that. So for this insert, just a square piece of paper with a sticky tab on it, and this is from October Afternoon. It's a sticker. And then I just use, and this paper is from Stampin' Up, and it's gorgeous. They're Christmas papers this year. Like, man, they just hit it out of the park. I love them. So pretty. So this is another one of those. This is with the ornaments on it. And then on the back is day 18, and the prompt is 12 days. And Bailey and Brady, well, Bailey gave Brady 12 days of Christmas gifts, and he's just opening them. Here you can see his cold medicine. For him, he was really sick, really bad cough. But you can see the back side of this insert is just the back side of that Stampin' Up pattern paper, and it's got Santas on it. So I thought that was appropriate, and the tab says presents, and then I just made a little flip up using just some white cardstock, covered it with a little bit of vellum. This is some washi tape with little gold foil hearts on it, and I just used the gold accents here and there. Day 18, a little gold heart. I think that's from the Maggie Holmes Shine collection. It's a sticker from that collection. And then for this insert, it's just, the pictures are just layered with that pattern paper, some white cardstock, this Santa paper, and some gold glitter paper, and that's it. Super easy. You can see he got some breath fresheners on that day. Oh, funny. Anyways, I had a lot of fun with that, and I got some good pictures of them when he was opening those presents. It was cute. Some good facial expressions going on there. This one's probably my favorite here, of her face there. It's pretty priceless. Anyways, okay, so that is it so far. So planning to finish up in the next couple of days, and I'll share that with you at that time. So yep, that's my album so far. It is getting super thick. It is time for me to finish, and I plan to do that today. So I'll get the other share up tomorrow, either later today or tomorrow. Thanks so much, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.